Taurus and Taurus rising friends, Sandra from For Your Chi, here today to do your July 2022 reading. I'm back in the basement. My table outside is being sealed. It's a stone table and it needs to be sealed every so often, and so my lovely husband has done that for me, and so now I have to stay off of it for a little while until the seal sets. Welcome to July. Now, let's get to your reading, shall we? The first house, Universe. This is the world card in traditional tarot. Which is the best card in the whole tarot deck, by the way. It says that you simply need to open your arms and give gratitude to the wonderful goodies that the universe has to offer you at this time. There is also a message here to stay positive and be grounded in gratitude, because the more that you are grateful, the more that the goodies are being delivered and bestowed upon you. You also have a similar message with the mermaid cards. Stay optimistic. This is the card of don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. The bottom of this card says your dreams are coming true, Taurus. Don't you love that? Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. I feel like you all had a similar message last month in the sixth house reading. All right, your second house of possessions and finance, emotional loss. So this is you missing a little something. Perhaps you did not make the money that you were intending to make or receive in the month of July. Or there could be, for some of you, because this house rules your stuff, you could actually have a lost item that you are looking for. It could be your favorite crystal or a piece of jewelry or something like that. Explore your options here. I feel like rather than exploring your options, traditionally what this card means is asking an expert. But I feel like this is literally you on your hands and knees looking for this lost item. Now, if you did not lose an item or you're not looking for an item in July, it could be that you are trying to fix the money matter here that you are a little concerned about. Now, your third house rules brother and sister. Sorry about that, I had to take care of something. Brother or sister, prosperity begins. So prosperity begins tells me they are planting the seed for the abundance that they're going to start reaping later on. However, there's a lot of hard work involved in the planting the seed, isn't there? This could be a small business idea or a side gig that they're thinking about or starting, or maybe they already have a startup business that they are working on. Now, this is good luck. I always encourage people to go for their ideas, because even though this plan might not work out, they are learning something from doing this work, or they could actually meet someone by doing this work, getting out there and networking and so forth. But there is actually good luck that's tied to this matter, because they have alchemy, and alchemy talks about having the Midas touch, and everything that they touch turns to gold right now. With this combination, you absolutely must, if I were your sibling, go forward with whatever small business idea they've had. Now, this is not a brand new idea. In other words, they didn't just come up with this idea after you watched this reading in July. This has been going on for some time. If this is not a small business or startup business, side gig, something like that, it could be an investment also. Okay? I love this. I love this fourth house message. We're going to savor the fourth house because we have a warning coming up in these first 6 houses. Your tarot card for the fourth house. This is the Ten of Cups in traditional tarot. It means happy life, happy home, happy family. Now, this could also mean that you are moving or you are getting ready to move. because this is my real estate card. So if you're in the middle of a real estate contract, blessings to you. Good luck with that. It doesn't look like you're going to need it because it looks like you already have the help because you've asked for it. You're being helped, this card says, in the Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Heaven is working behind the scenes right now to help you, even if you don't yet see the results, Taurus. So this move, if this is a move, it is blessed by the universe. It is time to take place. If you are considering it, I would definitely proceed swiftly because it appears that the timing is ripe. I would not wait. I would just proceed with whatever your plan is to do for your home. It might not even be a move. It might be a renovation or something like that, okay? For those of you that don't have anything going on with your home, this could also relate to your father, because sometimes the father, for me as a reader, shows up in the 4th house. So he may be in this situation right now where he is changing up his home, selling it, or selling property, or relocating, and he's also being helped right now too. So that message is a blessing indeed. Your 5th house rules your social life. For those of you single Tauruses, this is your dating life, your friendships, your circle. Sacral chakra, the Taurus wants somebody here, or they want something. You, if this is you single Taurus, you are really desiring someone here. If you are coupled, this could be someone that you are desiring that is a friend, but for some reason you haven't talked to them, or you are separated with them, or perhaps they are just off on vacation and they haven't called you in a while and you miss them. It's important to shower yourself with positive energy right now, but more importantly, positive people. So this card implies staying away from negative people. This will only exacerbate this and much worse. You're feeling not so great when it comes to your friendship, social life, social circle, or dating life right now. So it's going to be important to listen to positive messages, positive, inspiring podcasts, uplifting music. I always utilize the megahertz frequency. If you don't know which one to go to, Brian T. Collins, COLLINS, BRIAN. Look him up on YouTube. He's a solid one to go to for uplifting music in the 432 megahertz. This is what I'm talking about. You have a big time major warning in the 6th house. You pulled the worst card in the whole deck in your 6th house and the best card in the whole deck in your 1st house. So we're starting this off very positive, but we're ending it with a major warning. This is your work and your health. This could mean, for those of you who are working, that something at work could go down and shit could totally hit the fan. Pardon my French. As far as your health is concerned, I wouldn't take any risks that I could avoid taking. In other words, if you have to have an emergency surgery, then do what you got to do, right? But I would not have any volunteer procedures in this month of July. In fact, I would even look up the dates that Mars is retrograde. It is very inauspicious to have any surgeries when Mars is in retrograde. I wouldn't do it if I could help it. And some of you, it's possible that some of you, that's what this is, because I think actually Mars does go in retrograde, if I'm not mistaken, sometime in July. Somebody look that up and correct me on that, please. Now, you pulled Father Healing here. Let me just go back here. I'm getting a message about work. For some of you, there could be a coworker who invites you to a happy hour or drinks after work, or this might even be your boss inviting you out for drinks. It is not a good idea. If you insist on going, I would make sure that you have a designated driver or an Uber set up to take you home. And I mean, if it's your boss, it would be kind of weird, right, to take that person home too, or to line up a ride. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be leaving from a bar with this card in my 6th house from a work experience, or having to do with work, coworkers, or anyone that I worked with. Now, you pulled Father Healing. It's possible that this is some down and outright argument that does not turn out in a good way, by the way, with a superior, with a boss, with the owner of the company that you work for those of you that work for a company. It is possible also that this person reminds you of your father. There could be something about him that maybe it's the mannerisms, maybe it's the way he says certain things or looks a certain way or acts that reminds you of your dad or a father figure. And that is coming to the surface, the old hurt feelings, that is, in order to be healed at this time. Some of us have father and daddy issues that stem back from childhood or even previous lifetimes. And at some point, they come to the surface in order for us to recognize and heal from that experience like it's really over and you can move on with your life now. Okay? I know that was a little bit complicated, but it's going to be different for every one of you. Now, we're going to look at your tarot cards to see who's in your 7th house of primary relationships, which you got a doozy in there. If you want to follow me in the extended reading to check that out, you know who you are. But as far as the tarot cards and the signs who are around you in your 7th house, she pulled the 4 of Pentacles, which are earth signs, Capricorn, another Taurus, or a Virgo. You also have the Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and you also pulled the Chariot. So for me, this is a Gemini card. Other people say Cancer. Gemini, Cancer, you know, I associate Cancer with the moon, but that's just me. So anyway, take that as it resonates. This is your reading for July 2022. If you would like to follow me in the extended reading, we're going to be looking at your relationship house in depth. We're going to be looking at your taxes, intimacy, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, if that applies to you. We're going to be looking at your school and your travel, your career and your mother, your children or your best friend in the 12th house, which is about is regarding what's going to happen in the next 3 months. So look for it in October. That is the future card. Many blessings to all of you, my Taurus friends.